Beautiful message here for the collective from Spirit regarding trusting your intuition on this new project, on this new idea that you have. There is something really big that you have in mind. It's much more intensive and perhaps even larger scale than something that you've thought of before. There is some elements of creativity involved. You felt the spark of the creativity, and yet you haven't really fully understood what the purpose is and what direction you're supposed to be headed in. And so that's why Spirit is coming to assure you that there's no need for you to know exactly how it all puts together, how it all falls into place. This is more of an effort of trusting the process, trusting the intuition, creating each piece in the moment, each step of the process, just kind of as it feels correct, as it feels good to you, when it feels good to you, when you have the energy. You're not under any time constraints. You're not being forced into any structure at this point. This is merely the beginning stages, and there's going to be little steps, little pieces. You might need to start by gathering some materials. You might need to start by organizing a space so that you can feel as though you're productive in that space. You might need to start by clearing out some other things first. Maybe there's some other projects that need to be completed first before you feel like you can truly focus on this new endeavor. So there is a great deal of expression involved here. This is going to require you to be honest and vulnerable. So perhaps you need to get comfortable with that. Perhaps there's some steps, some little tiny pieces that you can start by revealing and just kind of see how that feels. Get comfortable with the idea of being seen. I'm hearing that some of you are very uncomfortable with being in the limelight, in front and center stage is not your normal place to be. So this is a new idea for you, and one that you found to be a little bit uncomfortable in the past. Maybe you've had some experiences where you felt as though there were no assured outcomes, or you didn't have the reception that you thought that you were going to have. So in these cases, you've kind of built this wall and this block. So Spirit is asking you to get a little bit more comfortable with that, to start speaking publicly, to start putting yourself in front of other people, to start sharing your art, to start expressing yourself in small ways, so that when it's time to finally go, this is nothing that you're afraid of. The energy here is that of a fresh start and making new connections, and these connections leading to the beginning of a fresh cycle of new experiences, of finally trusting the process in a deeper way. Um, there was some closed off experiences in the past. There's some experiences that led you to um, feeling as though you were stuck in a cycle, that these cycles were going to repeat the pattern over and over again, and you had to release some ideas and expectations of what the purpose of those cycles were. So you kind of felt as though there was some lesson that you were supposed to be learning. The lesson was actually that of releasing, of walking away, of putting your boundaries down in some concrete, and making it a much less of just a suggestion. Now it's a demand. You are not going to tolerate being treated that way. You would rather be alone. You would rather spend your time focused on yourself and your own endeavors than be tolerating the type of behaviors and mistreatment and disrespect that you were being treated. These getting some employment situations where you were feeling as though this was kind of necessary, but you decided to put yourself out there and decided to look and see if you could find some other employment, find some other career options. You've perhaps started school, or you're planning to start school, taking some classes. You have some new interviews. Spirit wants you to be prepared to say yes to those opportunities. Spirit wants you to confidently go into these new opportunities, knowing that you are capable. You might not necessarily feel as though you're capable at this time. You might feel as though you need to have some suggestion of uh, fully embracing the new learning and the new skills that you have to work towards. Everything will come in time. Everything will be, the opportunities will all align. All of the knowledge that you have created and obtained up until this point are going to be more than enough to make you prepared for this job. You're more than qualified. You've absolutely been able to bring yourself in alignment with this because you're ready for it. And for no other reason than that, you're ready for that fresh start. Go ahead and claim that for yourself. Beautiful message here of confirmation for those of you who have been hoping and praying on success and opportunity to align in your favor. All you need to know is that the completion of these cycles is imminent, that there is beginning fresh with some positive energy. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Nine of Nine of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and as well as the Six of Pentacles, all confirming for you. There's been some perseverance required here. There was some energy required of you to stay the course, and that took a lot more effort than you anticipated. You were kind of hoping that things would align a lot faster than that. So in getting this is definitely in terms of resources, finances, opportunities. It may be in cases of intangible relationships as well, but it definitely feels like this is not the energy of dreams. This is the energy of real situations working out. Perhaps an opportunity for you to get into the home or apartment of your dreams, better living situations, a car, perhaps, transportation or work, perhaps a bill. I'm getting that there is a settlement going in your favor or an agreement, a contractual agreement working out in your favor, something that has been kind of long standing, kind of weighing on you for a long time, working out exactly the way you need it to work out in order for it to be something that you can feel comfortable with and feel relieved and feel peace and blissful about. So there is a success here of this opportunity turning out exactly the way it is that you needed it to turn out. Some kind of business proposal, perhaps, or a legal, I'm getting some legal settlements or some legal agreements that lead to the type of scenario that feel as though you made out pretty well. Like things worked out in your favor. So there's a lot of positive energy here. I want you to go ahead and claim that in the comments for yourself if this resonates. If you have been waiting for that confirmation, for that sign that your patience, your perseverance has paid off, that everything is going in your favor, that things are going to work out better than you expected, go ahead and claim that for yourself right now. I am always grateful to be a part of your healing journey. Thank you so much for being a part of mine. Many blessings to you.